They hung Christ like an ornament. To the lost sheep only he was sent. I ain't know who I was, so I had to repent. Why we in this condition? Cause we didn't follow and listen. You gotta be born again, and I'm on a mission. I don't wanna talk, pay attention, cause you in the midst of sin. I was born again.
I'm gonna get on Eve today. We're gonna get on Eve. The women of our community. Give me Sirach 25 and 24. Give me 1 Timothy 2 and 14.
Bring it out.
Let's get on Eve a little bit.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
1 Timothy 4 and verse 14. I'm sorry, 2 and 14. Get on you. I want to get on Eve today.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
The woman being deceived was in the transgression. So let's get an example of the first nigger woman in recorded history. That was Eve. Give me Genesis 3 and 1. And let's see how she was deceived. Genesis 3 verse 1.
This is Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Take your time.
But the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die.
You shall not what?
You shall not surely die.
Keep reading.
For God know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
So the biggest lie that has ever been taught to our community, specifically the women of our community, is that our women can be like gods. Our women is God. We've been taught that by feminism. Back in the 1970s, the inception of feminism, our women listened to the serpent, the so-called white woman. And the white woman told our women, you don't need a man. Matter of fact, you your own man. You can be the man by yourself. Feminism, the lie of feminism was told to our women by the serpent that they don't need the man. Kick the man out the house.
Foolish.
Lie to them. They can wear pants. Lie to our women that they can do everything by themselves. I pick up where you left off, brother. Just like in the garden, all women were deceived by the serpent. First, it's Genesis chapter 3, verse 1, please. Take your time.
Genesis 3 and verse 1.
Start verse 3.
Verse 3. But of the fruit of the tree,
come and listen.
But of the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, when your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food,
the woman did what?
When she saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant in the eyes, and a tree to be be desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
And she did what?
And took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
All right, hold right there. All women have looked at the tree of independence and feminism. They have looked at the tree that looks good to their eyes. They've been told that, hey, you're God. The black woman is God. They've been lied to by the serpent.
Yeah.
It feels good to the black woman to hear that she doesn't need the black man.
Right.
But that's a lie from the pit of hell. Continue on, brother. Pick up where you left off.
It says, for God does know. It says that when the woman saw that the tree was good for food and that it was pleasant to the eyes and a tree to be desired to make one wise.
To make one what?
To make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof.
She took of the what?
She took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
And she ate it. Keep reading.
And gave also unto her husband.
And she did what?
And gave also unto her husband.
And this is the problem with the community the current state of our community. The black woman has taken feminism and given it to their man. Instead of having men that say, hey, put that fruit down, they say, okay, I'll take a piece of that. Beta males, they call them. We need to stand up as men and tell our women to put that fruit down.
Right.
Put feminism down. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Is there any more on that, brother? Read the rest of that.
It says, and gave also unto her husband.
And gave it to the husband.
And he did eat.
And he ate it.
Right.
Now, give me Lamentation 4 and 3. Lamentation 4 and 3, and hold that. Give me 2nd Esdras 5 and 8. So bring out Lamentation 4 and 3 first. And the problem with our community,
2nd Esdras 5.
2nd Esdras 5 verse 8. The problem in our community is that our women have lost the soft touch that they once had in the 60s, in the 50s. They've lost that care and that love for their people, for their kids. Brother, how's it going, brother? You know your identity? Hold that. You know your identity. What's your nationality?
My nationality?
Yes, what's your nationality?
My nationality.
What's your nationality? What's your ethnicity?
From what I know, they say I'm an African American.
African American, right?
But
Okay.
I say I'm an original black man.
Original black man. Okay. So tell me what that means. Tell me what's the original black man?
The father of the beginning.
From the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know exactly what you're called though? Like what's your race? If someone were to tell you, hey, what's your race?
No.
Ask you, what would you say?
No.
All right, listen. So drop everything I gave y'all. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 15. I'm sorry, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. Let's see who you are, brother.
The only thing I read out the Bible for myself, pale wool, feet of bronze.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I commanded this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Con. So, brother, in this book of Deuteronomy, it's the specific book, a covenant being brokered between God and the people of Israel, the children of Israel. All right. So everything we're about to read pertains to Israel. All right, specifically the race and nation of Israel. Give me verse 16, please.
Verse 16, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
What people are cursed in the city, brother? What race of people are cursed in the city? The bottom, the slums. Us who? Our people, right?
Our people.
What people during slavery were cursed in the fields, picking cotton, cane?
Our people.
Our people.
Right.
This curse applies to us, right? It's starting to match one people. Give me. I thought you. Do you have a question? All right. Give me verse 40.
48.
Give me verse 42.
Verse 42.
Bring it out.
All thy trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
So, brother, when you go to get, when you go to the store here, right? Who owns the store? You know?
I could go down the list on this.
Let me ask you this. Does that person that owns the store look like us? Exactly. Now, I bet you, I can guarantee you this. You see that ruby red over there? It looks like a hair care place, right? If I had to put money on it, an Asian woman owns that. What you think?
I know this. Right. I
You
know
got it
this.
one time.
Asian.
Asian what?
Asian. I don't know who owns that.
But it's not us, right?
It's not us. It's not us.
This the book of Deuteronomy,
Listen to this.
chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger,
The Asian,
Right?
the so-called, whoever owns this, the white male,
the stranger that is within thee
that's around us,
shall get up above thee very high,
they've excelled above us, brother. They're above us now.
and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Did you hear that, brother? When we need money, we got to go to them. They never come to us for money because we don't have it.
Now, I'm gonna give you this.
What's up?
I gotta get the walk and this leg tightened up. We are original. For what they stole for us, that they tricked us, and to give it to them, it's gonna turn full fold. We get to get it back.
So we're going to get it back.
Yeah, we get to get it back.
Okay. Well, what's
That it's like y'all out here selling clothing lines. I come to y'all because I know my heritage.
let me give you a few more scriptures, brother. Okay? I'm gonna let you go. Give me
This is the
verse
book
68.
of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Hold on, right there. Who's he talking to here again? The Israelites, right? All right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Pause that. What's Egypt? We're gonna find out what Egypt is. He says the Lord's gonna bring us into Egypt again. Exodus 20 and 2.
Exodus 20 and 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Out of the land of Egypt,
out of the house of bondage.
out of the house of bondage, the house of slavery. Let's pick back.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
To slavery again.
With ships.
With huh?
With ships.
How did our people get here, brother?
Ships.
Slave ships, right? It's in the Bible written 4,000 years ago. You hear that? Keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there
And when we get off those slave ships,
ye shall be sold unto your
we're
enemies
sold to the white man,
for bondmen
for slave men,
and bondwomen,
and slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
And nobody has redeemed us yet. Now,
Right.
these curses, I challenge you when you go home, read Deuteronomy 28 from verses 15 to 68. Those are the curses. They match our people alone. That proves we're the Israelites. Now, let me give you two more scriptures before you leave, brother. Just two more. Give me Leviticus 11 and 7. Give me Exodus 20 and verse 8. All right? Oh, just two more scriptures.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine
What's the swine, brother? Pork.
Something I don't eat.
Come on.
Not eat.
Let's bring it out anyways. That's good.
though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Come on.
He is unclean to you.
Come on.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat,
Should you not eat?
and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Come on. Hey, give me Exodus 20 and 8. Thank you, sir. Exodus 20.
This what we need more of for the younger generation. You know, I'm 48, so this does my spirit well because I want to pass this on to my little cousins, my little brothers, and all that.
Okay, brother. That's good, brother. Here, this is a couple more verses.
Exodus 20 and 8. It says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Remember the Sabbath. Today's the Sabbath day, right, brother? All right, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Come on.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of
Today?
the Lord thy God.
Come on.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth,
In 6 days he made it up.
the sea, and all that in them is. It rested the seventh day.
And rest on the seventh day. That's what we should be doing, brother. As Israelites, we should rest on the seventh day. Today, Sabbath day. Last scripture, all right? Nehemiah 10 and 31. Take your time.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31.
You know?
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, then we will not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
Come on. So, brother, our ancestors on the Sabbath day, they bought nothing. They didn't buy, nor did they sell. So, all right. So, before you go, what's your nationality? What's your ethnicity?
Original black man. Israel.
Israelite.
Israel. Original black man.
And give 3 commandments before you go.
3 commandments.
3. Just name 3. We gave you a couple. We gave you 3. Can you recite it back to us?
Thou shalt not kill.
Okay. Can you give us 3 that we've given to you?
Given to you? You giving to
The
me?
ones that we just gave you. Can you repeat?
One is
No.
We got to call for a mental argument. So much all
I
out here.
haven't seen you.
I appreciate y'all.
No problem.
Stay warm.
Can you give me 3?
on the Sabbath, we do no work.
Yeah, come. Right. Give me 2 more.
Because right now my mind is, I had to come see y'all.
You what? You said you don't eat what, right?
Pork, I don't eat pork.
That's 2. Okay, you got one more?
Pork.
One more?
I heard you talking something about the women.
Numbers 15:38. I'll let you go, right?
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them
And bid them.
that they make their fringes and the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
See that, brother? Fringes.
And that they put upon the fringe and the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes.
Rest right there. So these fringes are to remind you to keep the commandments, right? Now, brother, I challenge you to go home, study, read more. Do we have a flyer for the brother? Did you get a flyer or not? Can we get a flyer? Go, brother. Hey, look us up. Got any questions? There should be some contact information on that. All right. All right. Stay strong, man. Stay strong. All right. All right. No problem. Any questions before you leave?
I just want to say I thank y'all because like I was about to tell you, my mind right now is in a real wicked place.
Why you say that?
Because of a certain situation that happened to me. And I had to walk away because I know me. I know me. And I'm not going to do that. You're not going to push me to do nothing to you because I never have. I love you for life. For life. That's all I've done since I was like this. I love my dad for life.
Something happened to your father?
Yeah. Me and him butted heads. And that's not something that I want on my spirit right now. Like, I had to walk out the house.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart,
Nor your father.
Thou shalt not in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Your father included.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor
You shall love your father.
as thyself. I am the Lord.
That's the Lord. That's the command of the Lord right there. All right, give me this. Pull this out.
1 John 5 and 2.
Bring it out.
By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep His commandments. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
We just read a commandment on love, right? So how you know you love God is when you love and you keep the commandments and you love your brother, right? And when you love the children of God, right? So whatever your father did, you got to honor him. So whoever's right or whoever's wrong, make sure you humble yourself and honor your father, all right? Matter of fact, when you go home, y'all have a talk. Say, hey, Dad, I love you. Thanks for giving me life, all right? All right, have a good night, brother. If you have any questions, contact us, and we'll answer those questions, all right? All right, take care now.
Peace, King.
All right, let's pick back up. Unless we have any, there's no one else out here, huh? Okay, let's pick back up. Give me, where did we leave off at? I left them, give me, Lamentation 4 and 3. And, give me, 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. So the black woman is out of order. The so-called black woman has been out of order for a while. She's lost that feminine touch. She's lost the sensitivity toward her kids, toward her family. She's lost the capability to be the nurturer that God intended her to be. Right? She's aborting her kids as if it's no big deal. No kind of compassion toward her own seed. Give me that Lamentations 4 and 3. Chapter 4 verse 3.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breasts, they give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the sucking child.
Oh my God. Even the ostriches treat their children better than all women treat theirs. And they're the harshest animals in the nature kingdom. All women abort their kids like it's no big deal. Since the 1970s, we've had over 20 million so-called black babies killed, aborted.
Right.
In 2023, the so-called black woman goes to the abortion clinic, gets her baby aborted, and then drops it like it's hot right there in the same abortion clinic. Twerks right there in the abortion clinic. No love, no compassion, no sympathy for her kids. She goes home, gets pregnant again, then goes back to the abortion clinic 6 months later. This is the state of our people, and this is the state of our women. And she's got to change. Give me this. 2nd Ezra 5 and 8.
Bring it out.
2nd Ezra 5 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
Mistress women shall bring forth monsters. So the same women that should be loving their kids, okay, say they don't abort their kids. They have these babies, right?
Right.
They treat them roughly, handle them roughly.
Right.
Don't raise them to be respectful and honorable. They bring forth monsters. Chicago, DC, Baltimore, filled with monstrous kids, killing each other. Give me Isaiah 3 and 16. Black women, you gotta do better. So-called black women, you gotta do better.
That's right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
They're what?
Because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
Hold that right there. Let me deal with that real quick. Our women are some of the proudest women on earth, but they have the least amount to be proud about. The most stiff-necked women on earth, but they really have nothing to be stiff-necked about. We need to humble ourselves. Our women need to humble down. Submit to the man's authority. Keep reading, brother. Keep reading.
And walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
Can't even talk to her sister anymore without her thinking that you're trying to holler at her.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
Keep reading, brother.
Walking and missing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Sound like our sisters today.
Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Do what?
The Lord will scalp the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
So a so-called black woman, that's why your hair is falling out. That's why your hair is falling out. That's why you gotta wear a wig. That's why you gotta wear a weave. Because of this curse right here.
That's right.
Because God is trying to show you what's up. Trying to break you down. Trying to humble you. Keep reading.
And the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their clothes, and their round tires like the moon. The chain.
Go down. Jump down to verse 24.
Verse 24.
Bring it up.
And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be a stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of a well-set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth. And a burden instead of beauty.
This right here is the current state of the so-called black woman. And it's sad for me to report this. I take no pleasure in saying any of this.
Right.
Our women have been broken down.
Get that.
All right, give me drop that. Give me Zephaniah. Zephaniah 2. No, give me Isaiah. Give me Isaiah 42, 20, 22. Hey, stop all that.
Why you arrest me for? Why you arrest me for, bro? Why you arrest me for, bro? Bro, why you arrest me for, bro? Why you arrest me for, bro? Why you grabbing me again, bro? Why you putting me in handcuffs then?
Bring it up.
You ain't gotta detain me. You ain't gotta put me in handcuffs. I can stand in attention, bro. You ain't gotta put me in handcuffs, bro.
Isaiah.
Why you ain't gotta put me in handcuffs, bro?
Isaiah chapter 42.
Why you ain't gotta put me in
and verse
handcuffs, bro?
22.
Why you ain't gotta put me in handcuffs, bro?
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. There are all of them snared and hold, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth for a spoil, and none saith restore.
Leave me alone, bro.
Our people in this condition.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
What the Lord say?
This is a people robbed and
What the
spoiled.
hell you want us to do? What the Lord say?
This is a people robbed and
Lord
spoiled.
say you need to wait on Him.
77.
If you know the precepts, the Most High literally says, "Wait on me."
Ecclesiastes 7:7.
There's nothing you can do for your people but come out here and teach them the scriptures, or you're gonna end up just like them.
They are all of them snared and hold.
What the Lord say?
They are all of them snared and hold.
Every last one of them, even you. You come out here, the Bible, you snared too. They'll put a bullet in your head. Read on.
And they are hid in prison houses.
You got it.
They are for a prey and none deliver, for a spoil and none said restore.
Come on, bring this up. I'll give you Deuteronomy 28.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7.
No.
Surely oppression makes that wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 28.
Bring it up.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
Come. Isaiah 53 verse 1.
Isaiah 53 and 1.
Bring it up.
Who hath believed our report? And to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed?
Keep reading.
For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He hath no form nor comeliness. And when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
Keep reading.
He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
Keep reading.
And we are hid as if were our faces from him. He was despised and we esteemed him not.
Keep reading.
Surely he hath borne our griefs.
He has done what?
Surely he hath borne our griefs
Keep reading.
and carried our sorrows.
Carry our sorrows. Keep reading.
Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted.
Keep reading.
But he was wounded for our transgression.
He was what?
Well, he was wounded for our transgression.
This the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 8.
He was wounded for our transgression. He was bruised for our iniquities.
Right.
The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And with his stripes,
And by his stripes,
we are healed.
we are healed.
This the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Therefore, wait ye upon me.
Do what?
Therefore,
Wait ye upon me.
saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the praise.
Until when?
Until the day that I rise up to the praise.
For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Come right, pause right there. The Lord, Yahushua, He is waiting to return, to avenge His people, to heal His people,
Right.
to restore His people.
Right.
There's nothing we can do at this time but serve the Lord, keep the commandments, and teach our people. Bring it out, brother.
Isaiah 42 and 13.
Bring it out.
The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man.
This is what Yahushua is about to do when He comes back.
He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace.
See what?
I had long time holding my peace.
I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman.
He's gonna do what?
Now I cry like a travailing woman.
I will destroy and devour at once.
He's gonna do what?
I will destroy and devour at once.
I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs. And I will make the rivers islands.
Come.
And I will dry up the pools.
Keep reading.
And I will bring the blind by a way that they do not.
He's gonna do what?
And
I will bring the blind by a way that they do not.
I will lead them in the paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them and not forsake them.
Come. Yahushua is gonna take care of this.
Right.
I know it gets frustrating.
Right.
We see our people in the condition that they're in.
Right.
Being oppressed. But we have to wait on the Lord.
Right.
Because it's His determination to avenge us, to restore us, to heal us.
Right.
Give me John. Give me John 3.
This is the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
There was a man of the Pharisees
Hey, brothers,
named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. The same came to Yahushua by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher, come from the Most High God. For no man can do these miracles that thou doest, except the Most High be with him. Yahweh answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High.
Come on, keep reading.
Nicodemus said unto him, how can a man be born when he is old?
Come on, keep reading.
Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb and be born?
Hold that. Hey, brother, how are you, sir? How are you?
I'm doing fine.
What's your nationality? What's your
Black American.
Black American. Drop everything. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. Is your skin black?
A light color, not black. Black.
Are you familiar with the scriptures? Deuteronomy.
Not really.
Moses. Are you familiar with Moses?
I'm not a very religious person.
Okay, so have you
can't
ever heard of Moses?
I got told if I got to pick up the grandkids, I got to go pick them up.
Hey, all right, brother. Keep going.
You got a flyer?
An Israelite, brother.
Subscribe to the channel, brother.
Keep
Sit down with the
commandments.
kids and watch it.
Now let me get back to the scriptures. How much time we got? Let's get back to the scriptures. Give me Proverbs 25:16. Proverbs 25:24. And Sirach 25:16. Proverbs 25:24. And Sirach 25:16. Let's get back focused.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling man. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wild house.
Come. We need to heal our community, and it starts with our women getting back in order. And the reason why most of our women are single, only 24% of our women will ever be married. That's 1 in 4. There's a few things that she needs to change, the black woman needs to change to turn this thing around. The first thing she needs to do is to get back in order, get back in line, and submit to her husband. Bring peace to the household and peace to your man. Give me Sirach 25, verse 16.
Sirach 25:16.
Bring it out.
It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
No man wants a wicked woman.
Right.
No man wants a feminist in his household. No man wants to hear nagging women.
Right.
I want to see a smile from my sister. Stop walking around looking mad. When you see your brother, smile at your brother. It doesn't mean he's flirting with you. Just smile at your brother. Bring it out again.
The wickedness of a woman changes her face.
It changed her face.
It darkens her countenance.
And it darkens her countenance. Jump down to verse 20. This is the third thing that a woman can do to turn this around and get men back in their household. Read that, verse 20.
Verse 20. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Y'all need to stop talking so doggone much. Stop talking so doggone much. Men don't want to hear a whole bunch of talk.
Right.
Be his peace.
Right.
When he comes home from work, he doesn't want to hear about all types of stuff, all types of drama.
Right.
Massage his feet. Bring him his food. These are some of the things that our women can do to improve the situation.
Right.
All right, now give me, let's get Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1. Let's do that. Give me 1 Peter 3:6.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Get out.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
This hasn't happened yet, but it will. One of the things that's required for this to occur is humility. Unfortunately, in the current situation, our women are not humble enough yet. They think that they deserve only one man, that only one man can be their husband. Salakia. They think that their man can only have one wife. Forgive me. They believe that they are entitled to monogamy. They believe that anything outside of monogamy for their man is unacceptable for them. But they need to humble down and get to the point where they're able to be a second wife, a third wife. Stop being so haughty, Eve. We need our sisters to be more like Sarah. Give me Titus 2 and 3. Bring this out.
1 Peter 3 and 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are as long as ye do well,
Come on.
and are not afraid with any amazement. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell
Come
with.
on. In order for Sarah to call Abraham her Lord, she had to be humble. Eve today ain't calling their man Lord. Eve today ain't calling her man king. Sisters, humble down and start respecting your men. Call them Lord. Call them king. Make them feel like the men that they are.
Right.
The king of their households.
Right.
Respect your men. Humble down. Humble down. Bring this out.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Get up.
That each woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness,
This is how you should be acting, Eve.
not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands,
Come.
to love their children,
Come.
to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
Calm. So we need our women to calm it down, stay at home, teach the kids, respect their men, serve their men, honor their men, be like daughters of Sarah, who was humble. Now let's see an example of how Sarah was humble. Give me Genesis 16 verse 3. Let's see what a humble woman is.
Genesis 16 and 3.
Bring it out.
And Sarah, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, her maid the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, Abram, to be his wife.
She did what?
And gave her to her husband, Abraham, to be his wife.
Sarah took her handmaid and said, hey husband, I know I can't have any kids, but you know what, you can have my handmaid as your second wife. How many of you women could possibly do that? How many of you women are humble enough to say to your husband, hey, you know, I know we need more help in the house, it's getting kind of rough, it's a lot of burden on me, but hey, why don't you get another wife? How many women are actually humble enough to allow for that? Now keep reading that.
It says, and he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived, and when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. And Sarah said unto Abram,
Pause that. Give me Judith chapter 8, verse 4. So we got an example of a woman of God. Sister, how are you doing? You doing okay? What does it take to be a woman of the Lord? What does it take?
Honestly, I really don't have faith right now. I really don't.
You don't know?
I say I don't have the faith.
You don't have the faith? Why not? Why do you lose faith?
I have a 36-year-old son. That was my son. With schizophrenia. No matter how much I pray, it doesn't get better. it get worse. See, that right there, what y'all saw right there, everybody looking and everything, that's easy. That was a good thing. A gentleman, a person was schizophrenic. And no matter how much prayer I pray, it ain't getting no better. So, my faith is really rocking.
I got some answers. Ecclesiastes 85.
I'm already into it.
Ecclesiastes 85.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 5.
Let me stop right there.
No.
At the end of the day,
Hear the word. Sister, hear the word.
I'm still a Muslim.
Well, maybe that's why the situation's going
No,
on.
don't go there. Don't go there. Please don't.
Okay,
Please don't.
we got some help with it.
Don't go there.
We got some
Don't go
help
there.
with it.
I'm gonna leave it
So let me
alone.
ask- okay.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not even gonna go
You
there.
said you lost hope though.
Huh?
What's Muhammad done to help your situation? What's Allah done to help your situation?
Right.
Just give me some talk. Hey, I'm your brother.
What
Talk to
the
me.
Lord has done. What do you call it? What the Lord has
You're a Muslim, is that what you said?
I am. And
So-
tell me what Allah means.
Well, it comes from the Hebrew word Allah, means God. It's not a name. It's a basic title.
So there's all one.
So what's your God's
There's
name?
only one. It's
What's
only
your
one.
God's name?
God.
My God's name is Yahweh. Right. Your God's name is just a
I'm
title.
not gonna go
So
there.
let me ask you,
Please keep
sister.
me off camera.
Let me ask.
I'm not gonna go there.
Let me ask you, sister.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
What did Muhammad or Allah do to give you hope, to save your situation, to heal your son?
I was a Muslim. I was Christian. See, I come from a family that's diverse. My grandmother was a Catholic. My mother is a Jehovah's Witness.
All right.
My father's a Baptist.
So you're a Muslim? Is that what you're saying?
I'm a Muslim.
You read the Quran, right?
I sure
What does the Quran tell you to do with respect to the Bible? What does it say? It says to read it, right? The Quran says read the scriptures, right?
My Iman says.
I want you to bring this out.
No.
The Quran says read the Bible.
My Iman.
Where's your Iman at? Is your Iman right here? You know, these brothers were ready to jump in without knowing the situation to save your brother. You know that?
And believe me,
Your Imam is not here.
That's not a badge to wear. Because
Ma'am,
you know why?
ma'am,
Because
where's your Imam? Where is your Imam right now?
And my Imam
Where
and my
is he-
Muslim
where is he right
have
now?
jumped in. So that's not a badge to wear.
Bring it out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 5. Bring it out. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall fear no evil thing.
Read it again.
Whoso keepeth the commandment shall fear no evil thing.
Sister, keep the commandments to fix your situation.
Right.
The book of Mark, chapter 1, verse number 15.
Bring it out.
And say, the time is fulfilled, and the kingdom of God is at hand.
Repent ye and believe in the gospel.